Ah! I was coming to your house too now. What happened? Hey! I've not seen him. I've not seen him. Madam Shadi has kidnapped my son. Ow! Who? What? I don't even understand. Don't tell me you are joking.
Disclaimer: this is a work of fiction. All characters, persons, names, places, and incidents are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events or localities or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental.
Hello, madam. We don't dey here for over 2 hours now. We don't see the boy coming out.
Cobra, I don't care if you have to spend the whole year. Just do as I have instructed you. No further discussion. Just do as I say.
Oh, she don't cut am.
Did they increase the distance to Mommy Joy's house? Adeyemi is not here yet. Kai. Children and play. 5 and 6. He could be playing with his cousins. Let me call her. Hello, Aburo. Báwo ni? How are my children? I sent Adeyemi to your house to collect that stuff. Tí rí báwo. Well, you know what? I will call you back. There's a call coming in. Jẹ́ pé padà, I will call you back. Hello, Madam Shade. Good afternoon, ma. Madam Shade, see, I know you are calling me in regard to your money, but please give me some time.
I called to inform you that your son is in my custody.
What?
Since you failed to pay me since over 2 years,
Madam Shade,
I sent my guys to kidnap your son.
What did you do to me? You know he's the only one I have.
Woman, I give you just 24 hours to pay me my money in full, or else your son will be traveling to Lebanon with me tomorrow, which is Tuesday.
He's the only son. Like, he's my only child. Please, take me. Take me, please.
If you care to know, he will work for me for 10 good years.
Hello?
Read my lips. 10 years for the repayment of the loan.
What happened? I've not seen him. Madam Shadi has kidnapped my son.
Ow! Who? What? I don't even understand. Don't tell me you are joking. Explain this thing to me.
I'm not joking. Madam Shadi, she remember. She borrowed my family. She loaned us 5 million naira when my late husband had kidney problem.
Yes.
She has taken my Adeyemi.
Auntie, it just has to be a joke. She's joking.
She's not joking, no. Dami. She said she gives me 24 hours. 24 hours or less. She will send my son to Lebanon to now work for 10 years. 10 years.
Auntie Mikaela. That is child labor, child trafficking. What does she expect an 8-year-old to do for her?
Sister me, this thing is not as hard as it looks.
Yeah.
All we need to do is to inform the International Organization for Migration in Nigeria. We need to inform the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Person. And we also need to inform the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime in Nigeria. See, there is a link to their bio on Instagram to their contact. In fact, let me just See, we can even send them a DM. Because this is an urgent matter, we can call them. Okay, but we can also even go to their office. Go at number 55 Asan Musa Road, Kasina Road, Asoko. Sister, calm down. I trust them to swing into action immediately. We
I'm sorry.
Calm down. Let me call them.
So
Auntie May, calm down. Hello? Yes, good evening. Yes, I would like to make a report on suspected kidnapping and child trafficking. Yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Okay, thank you. Sister May, calm down. See, I already made a report and they have already started work already. See the way you're looking. Calm down.
Officer!
Yes, sir.
Update with Madam Shade.
I'm already in contact with Interpol at Lebanon, and we have at our disposal information confirming Madam Shade as a seasoned trafficker who has a lot of women, men, and children she's using for child labor.
I don't think we can fail on the duty, right?
My own issue is just that we should focus on the issue of Adeyemi.
We can't afford to focus on one. All of them are important. Instruction, all are important.
Okay, sir. I'm going to make sure that we have our victims rescued alive and unharmed.
Good one. Okay, let me pick this call. Yeah, hello. Okay. Good news. I love that. She has been arrested. Okay, good one. What about Adeyemi? In the office? In Lagos? Okay, good one. Oh, that was good.
Wow.
Oh, that was good. I'll work on that immediately. We send a mail for them to be transferred back to the station. Thank you very much, officer. Good news. The victim has been rescued.
Wow.
Let's work on getting others.
In fact, I just received a mail text from Interpol at Lebanon, and they can confirm it to me now that they've arrested accomplices of Madam Shade and their victims.
Good job.
They've rescued them.
Let's pursue it and get it done.
No problem, sir.
Calm down. All these tears that you are crying do not solve anything now. There's no need to go back and there's no need to wind back the hand of time. Sister me, I am sure these men are already doing something.
Hello. Someone so young.
Sister me, calm down. See, we'll just open the door now and Adeyemi will come and say, Mommy, you'll be happy. All this day where it's Jane. What's a jogi?
Kinje, she mama boy am I tell me that fisi.
But she's sukuba.
How many push for Germany?
Hello. Sister me, masuku. But she's sukuba. I'm not. God. Sister me,
Are you fine? Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, madam. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Thank you for rescuing my son.
It's our duty to do that. To make sure all the victims of trafficking are rescued at the appropriate time.
Thank you.
It's not very easy on your side. We understand, but we have to be committed.
Thank you so much, sir.
Officer, sorry, but this woman trafficking thing is becoming too much. Please, how do we eradicate it?
Yes, sir.
Eradicate trafficking. And another thing is, everybody has to be involved in eradication. Everybody has to be involved in elimination. Because we have to create awareness in schools, in communities, in churches, in everywhere to make sure everyone are conscious of the environment. So when you spot a single way, when you make out a suspect or anything, you make a call. You can call the UNO, you can call the higher helm, you can call everyone to create awareness about it. The more we create awareness about it, the more it reduces. And the more it reduces, elimination is possible. But it's a duty on all of us.
Yes.
And another thing that you need to know is to know tactics of the recruiters and indicating signs of the victims. So you just report cases just like you did, and on our own part, we make sure that we increase cooperation between our office and make sure that we get in touch with security personnel in the destination countries.
Officer, thank you for this. In fact, I am going to inform Senator Agatha to pass a bill on the policy of human trafficking. Everybody has to know. Everybody has to be aware.
Yeah, you can't thank us enough, but you have to recognize the input of international Organization of Migration, IOM, they did a very good job too.
Yes, that is true.
Because they were the one that put up some mechanisms in place to make sure the tracking is smoother, is easier for us, because they are the point of leaving the borders of Nigeria. So we need to secure all our borders. We need to make sure that all the minors are well detailed, their details are well captured, and make sure that there's a biometrics put in place to secure them against all these traffickers.
And madam, so it will interest you to know that we've arrested Madam Shadi and all her accomplices. So they are all in our custody, and we are still conducting investigation. And as soon as we are through with that, we are going to charge them accordingly to the court of law.
Very, very good.
Really
In fact,
thank you.
thank you
No
very
problem.
much.
Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank
that
you.
was enough. Remember how him to did a very good job in communicating.
Thank you,
So they did a very good job.
You know this stress.
So madam, always put your eyes on your children. Don't be too loose about your children. But when you spot anything, don't forget, please to create awareness on your own side. Make a call the way you did. When you spot anything, make a call. Don't let us leave it to people. It doesn't concern me. Let us be involved in creating the awareness. Let's put end to human trafficking.
Say thank you to them now. Thank you
No,
so
no, no.
much.
Yes, it's okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
no
thank
problem.
you. Ọkọ mi, ẹ wo, ẹ já wọlé. Ọmọ ẹ ní láti jẹun.
According to the UNODC's Global Report on Trafficking in Persons, 450,000 victims have been identified with 300,000 suspected offenders between 2003 and 2021. Here in Nigeria, according to UNESCO 2006, it's the third most common crime. Nigeria is a Tier 2 country as it ranks 38 out of 160, with the highest numbers of slaves, numbering 1.6 million, according to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons. The statistics of NAPTIP between 2019 and 2022 shows that 61% of human trafficking in Nigeria happens internally, while 39% is generated from cross-border. According to the 10th edition of Black Law Dictionary, human trafficking is defined as illegal recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of a person, especially one from another country, with the intent to hold the person captive or exploit the person for labor, services, or body part. Section 27 of the Child Rights Act 2003 prohibits the abduction, removal, and transfer of children from lawful custody of their parents or guardians, and penalizes offenders with between 10 to 20 years imprisonment, depending on the severity of the offense committed. There are different forms of human trafficking. The major forms are forced labor, domestic servitude, sexual trafficking, and debt bondage, just like the case of Madam Shadi and Mommy Adeyemi's family. Organizations at the forefront of fighting against human trafficking should not fail in their duty to end the exploitation of trafficking victims. Identifiable groups shouldn't be left vulnerable to their traffickers. Rescue victims should be protected, supported, rehabilitated, and empowered before they are reinstated into the society and their families. Human trafficking is a major global challenge confronting not just our country, Nigeria, but the world at large. It has very severe implications, particularly on women, children, and the future of our dear country. To the government, individuals, and civil societies all around the globe who are engaging in the fight against trafficking, though at a great personal risk, we see you and we appreciate your efforts and sacrifices. But this is a call to intensify our collective efforts to combat human trafficking. Together, we will surely win the fight.